Welcome to the LRM Mitten Podcast. I'm Jolynn.
And I'm Jillian.
We are here at the LRM Mitten in St. Thomas, Ontario.
We are. Mm-hmm. Whips.
Yeah.
Elbows. What do we start with? We're just gonna jump right in.
It'll be a short one. Right?
Probably. The store opens in a half an hour, so.
What do we start with?
We should have a list.
Cast on, whips, FOs.
I feel like it should be.
What if it's all of them?
FOs and then cast ons? FOs, whips, and cast ons?
Cool. I don't think I have any FOs.
FOs.
I do not have
whips, cast ons, like new ones from whatever. I have a mostly FO.
That is also a cast on.
This?
Since the last time.
Well, I guess so. Yeah. I don't even know. Oh, there's more in there. I made a cowl out of my hand spun.
It looks awesome. It makes me want to work with
I just have to weave my ends in, but it's like, I think that one I maybe, oh no, I had to add more because I ran out of yarn, so I added my second one. What's really interesting, I think, is that here, it's hard. Here it almost looks like a new yarn was added like here or something like that. Mm-hmm. And where I actually added the new yarn, it like blends better. Mm-hmm. It's all the same hand spun. It's just like it ended up on two, like from the two bobbins, just ended on two different bobbins.
Yeah, your last one you had to do from the inside and outside, right? So that's going to be closer in color like that.
I
where
guess
this is
so.
Coming from different parts of.
Anyway, it's really pretty. This is the Wham Bam Thank You Lamb cowl, like my green one that I made. I remember we talked about doing, like I didn't know what needle size to do.
Yeah.
I ended up using like a 9mm or whatever the pattern called for. It was too tight and stuff like that. So I ended up going down, like, because I think most of it was probably like about like that thickness, but there are some bigger ones and stuff like that, but like, and some thinner.
Look how awesome that is.
But it's like...
But the thin, it looks thin on there, but it's like worsted, right?
Yeah, like when I was doing it, like I think I tried it on 6mm and it was just too dense and stuff like that. Like this is super soft and squishy and like, right? It's going to be...
It's also not super wash, so it needs...
Yeah. So yeah, I ended up doing it, I think exactly what the pattern called for. So I don't remember now. I think I did it on my Ravelry projects. I did put in what needle size because I kept changing it, so I kept going back and changing.
Is this all that's left?
That's all that's left. Because I wasn't sure how much to for cast off.
You need to make earrings out of this.
Ooh, yes.
The thick and thin is awesome.
Yeah. So
you're maybe the more dangly ones like you do.
Yeah. Yeah, because I just have to weave in a couple ends and then I put it on. But my hair is not putting stuff over my head today. But I think it's going to be really nice and just cozy. It'll go nice under my green coat too.
It's so nice. I love the texture of it. It's great.
So that's super fun.
I'll make a few with my hand spun just for fun.
I think this is the first thing. So I have had some hand spun, like from when I spun, like when I first started. Like I have a whole bunch of little balls that are going to be too tight and stuff like that, right? They're not going to. So I've never made... Oh, I could make that out of it. I've never made anything with my hand spun. So
okay.
This is the first thing. I did buy stuff from here. I bought like gray and stuff like that. And I like purposely spun it in a way to like ply it together so it goes and stuff. Yeah. But it's probably like this, so I could probably make a cowl out of that or something like that or whatever. The cowls are nice because I feel like I would wear them more than anything else. And there's not a lot of it, right? So the cowl works for...
It's like anything with one skein, right? Mm-hmm. So one skein of chunky, you're only going to get so far.
Yeah. But I'm really happy with that. It's so soft and squishy.
That's awesome.
So that is my, I guess...
Is that your only FO?
That's my only FO.
Okay, so whips is next.
Mm-hmm.
And then you cast on. So I've already shown this, so this is just a whip. Right, I showed this last time.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of it?
No.
Oh, I don't have the book here. Oops. Anyway, it's in...
Is it Block Party?
It's in the Block Party episode of Pom Pom Quarterly from like 2021.
I think that's episode 36 6. Quilt inspired issue.
Anyway, I don't know, working up the back last time. I didn't put a marker in, but now I've finished the back. I think I was close to being finished the back, and then finished this side and partway up the other.
It's so pretty.
Side. So it's coming along.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's worsted weight. I'm doing it in Briggs and Little. It's the pattern is like addictive, so you want to finish like a whole thing like that, and so it is coming along pretty.
Is there like a good spot to stop in that though? Because I feel like you're almost like, is there a plain row? Like it's so close, like so you're kind of like that, but they're just like, oh, I just want to do one more, so it's like that.
Yeah, there's these pearl.
So it's like 2 rows sort of in between.
It's like 3. It's a 3 row.
Okay.
In between.
Yeah.
So it's a 16 row repeat, and that's in those 3 rows are in it twice. So you've got a couple options for that. I worked on this a little bit. I don't know if it's even worth showing.
I need to find my sock blocker.
Last time, I should put stitch markers on right now to show where I was. I'm not sure if the ones that were on here was last time or the time before, but I think I was in the heel flap last time, and now I'm starting to work my way down the gusset. I've only worked on it a little bit, and I will put a stitch marker on it right now. So that didn't really describe what I have in front of me. I have a sock. It is just a plain vanilla sock. In Yarn Indulgences. Should call it zebra sock, I think, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I like the way the zebra, like.
I love the way it
knits up and looks in socks like that, right?
I want to go grab one of my full moon fibers. I said I should.
Oh yeah.
Every time they're here, so full moon fibers is coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. From when we're recording, for a trunk show, and I always buy a couple sock sets or something every time they're here, and I need to get some stuff cast on. So I think I should really start a sock apparently today, because if they're coming tomorrow. And anyway, so I'll grab one of their zebra ones and start a new pair of that looks like this, but in a full moon color. So yeah, I've done a little bit on that. So those are my only whips.
Okay.
What do you got?
I got no whips.
Everything's new?
Everything's new.
Okay, show me something new.
Which one? This one.
The one you cast on first. Order cast on.
So, I don't know what it's called.
Excellent.
Kaya or something?
Oh, it's the one I was making?
Yeah, I lied in the car.
You lied in the car?
Yeah.
You said you had nothing?
Angie asked if I'd started it, and I said no.
Oh, I probably wasn't listening anyway.
So I'll look it up, but I think it's like... I can look it up after. It's not in pom-pom. I thought it was in pom-pom. Anyway, this is the like neckline here, and then these go down your sleeve. Like these are the sleeves, and you do a little bit of mohair. Like then the body is.
It's a sweater.
It's a sweater. Okay.
Wow, it's a sweater. This is the sleeves and across the yoke up here, and then the rest of the body goes down in mohair. So you're working on the short rows.
No, I haven't even started the short rows. So I ran out of yarn. Like this, like
okay.
I did my 7, like you're supposed to do 7 rows or something like that, and then I ran out of yarn, and I haven't picked it up again since.
Oh, okay. So you have to wind up some more?
I have some now, yeah. I wound it up the other day, but it's So it kind of was sitting. This part worked up really fast because it's worsted weight and was on like 6mm needles.
Yeah.
The mohair is over. It's almost probably, I added extra stitches because when I tried it on, like the sleeves only went to here. Like I have a feeling it'll grow a little bit, but like it was, I think up to like here. It was too short. So I added a couple extra, but it's probably close to like 400 stitches and it takes me 15 minutes a row to knit across on the mohair.
Oh no.
It's crazy.
But my kid's making one and it's close to done, I think. So.
Yeah. It's really pretty because it's all like flowy and stuff like that. And like the sleeves underneath are like all like gathered together and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it's really pretty. But so this is Feisty Fibers. It was one of a kind color that I got when she was here for the trunk show. And I ran out. I didn't realize I had to do one more row to pick up everything in this color, thankfully, because it was I messaged her, I'm like, do you have one more of this Wild Child Oak? And she's like, that's a one of a kind. I'm like, I know it's a one of a kind color, but I had to ask. And she actually did. She has one that's maybe a tad bit darker, but you can't really see it because it's just picking up like the stitches at like the arm here. So I don't think you'll really ever see it. I did have something else, but I think there are a couple of like the cuffs and like I think there's an I-cord at the bottom that kind of cinches things together. So I was lucky that way. I would have just done it with like a teal or like something like that. And then the yellowy orange green is Leonoxy. It's the same.
I can't stop talking, I think. Okay.
I think it's the dark one.
Is it?
Don't talk to me. I'm pretty sure because I can't stop talking is lighter, like even lighter than that.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to see this on my side.
There's needles in here. Those ones I was looking for yesterday. No size on that one. So that's... I cast that one on, I don't know, a couple weekends ago. It's called the Kaima sweater. Does she have a picture of it there? It's so pretty. It's so flowy. I've wanted to do that one for a while, and then Em started doing one, and I was like, okay. Em's colors are really pretty.
Okay, I have a cast on.
Okay. Oh my goodness gracious.
Look at it's falling off the end. What else is new?
Look at that color. Like, okay, I probably never would have picked that color.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really pretty.
I liked it. It has everything in it.
Yeah, like it's like pastel-y to me, like, right?
It is a little pastel-y to me,
I'm gonna grab one that's wound up, but like that.
Okay, so this is, I've rescued my stitches. This is the Traveler Cowl by Andrea Mowry. And
This one, right?
Yeah. I'm doing it in Laines du Nord KAL Marla.
I'll take a picture of that.
A marled yarn, and it's got like every color in it. And it is a little pastel.
But like,
it is a little pastel-y, but it's for this one. But it's got gold. It's got a lot of gold in it.
It looks really gold to me.
Mm-hmm.
But knit up, it has so much. I don't know.
It's got so many.
It looks like warm and cozy and like sunsetty. Maybe that's what it is. Like it's still the same. It just knit up. It's really pretty.
Oh my goodness. It's so lovely to work with. So Marla was new last fall.
Mm-hmm.
Might have even been a little bit later into the fall or closer to January before it actually was supposed to come out for this season. And it's been really popular. People love it. Mm-hmm. And we just got all the new colors that are out for this year.
We got a whole bunch of solid. So of Marla, we only got 4 of the colors. We're still waiting on
some.
Yeah. Okay. So hopefully they come soon. But we got.
And then it has a counterpart that's in solids that's called Sammy, And so we've got the new colors of Sammy as well.
Yeah. We've got like, I think 10 new colors of Sammy and 4 of Marla.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I hadn't since we got it, I never cast anything on, and then when the new colors came, I was just like, okay, I had already wanted to so badly, and so finally.
And that's an easy repeat, like memorize sort of thing.
Yeah. It took me a minute to remember where to decrease, like which end.
Yeah.
Really, but so it started where we're going like this, and now we're going straight. So it started just the triangle. Now we're going straight up this side. So this will sew together with the other side to make the cowl.
Okay. It's so pretty. Yeah. I don't need another cast on, but I might have to cast on something
with this. The yarn.
One of the Marlas, because I wanted to make something with it too. I've been always looking at that purpley one with one of the teals, right? To do something with, like for stuff, but just on its own like that, like a simple, like little bit of texture. It's
like your hand. It's like your hand spun there, right? Like it's a smoother texture. It's a 2-ply, but it's marled, so it gives all the texture and color changes from that.
I'll try and get some. It's hard to see on here. I'll get some.
It does really like these are welts, but it reads kind of like garter. It does really well in like a where you see the garter bumps. Yeah. Or reverse stockinette and color work.
Yes,
with a solid.
Lots of people I know lots of people have used it. I think Tara. I don't know actually if Tara did a color work with that.
She did. I can't remember what it was.
And then I know she's used it quite a bit. But I don't know if it was
the Bloom. Is it Bloom? What is
Alpine Bloom?
The Alpine Bloom hat. Or sweater, or all the other things that are in that pattern. Yeah. Looks really nice in it.
This is not that, but like that marled one that like it would probably look really nice with the mohair in there too. I'm just looking on Tara's Instagram to see if I can find
what she made with it. What was a while ago.
She made. Oh yeah, see that's what it is. It's the sheep camp.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So, but even just like a plain, like the Lento or whatever, right? Like just a plain sweater in that would be super pretty too. All right, that's very nice. Anything else?
I do have more, but you have more too.
I have one more, I think.
I have 1.5 more.
Okay. Oh, I have 2.
Okay, well then my half can be considered 2, I guess. It's still a half.
This one, I don't know.
It's not knitting, but
I don't know how much of that one you can get.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that needs to stay on. I started another sweater. There, I have the ribbing done. It's the Emperor's New Clothes sweater. You just get the collar and everything else. It's finished.
How does
Emperor wears Emperor? Oh boy. He wears nothing. He goes naked down the that fairy tale or story or whatever.
They convince him his stuff's invisible. His
or something like that. Like it's something that is amazing, and it's like. Yeah. So that is going to be another. Oh my gosh! All the things are coming out of my head. Orbital jumper. So the one that I made out of Briggs.
My memory's contagious.
And mohair. I held the mohair, I think, double for that one.
Yeah, the green one.
My green one.
Oh gosh.
So I have a question for everybody.
Oh my god. Are you making the exact same jumper again?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's different yarns. Okay. Do you like...
Is it here?
No, I didn't bring it. I don't want to influence people. Do we like this olive? It's called Dirty Martini from Feisty Fibers in Worsted. And then this is I think it's teal from the Alpaca Mist, which we're out of right now. Or do we like the olive from Alpaca Mist and the Dirty Martini.
Hint,
So,
this is exactly the same as her first one she made. Like,
it's not.
Exactly the same.
It's not, because the first one that I made used, like... used this color of mohair and a slightly different color of green.
Like I said, it's exactly the same as the first one she made.
Okay, but if you've seen any of the sweaters, what color of sweater have I made all year?
You can try and justify it by making it even worse that it's not
They're
just
all green.
It's
Everything's
not
green.
And like
I want
this
the
kind
same
of green.
one. It's completely different yarns. Anyway, so this is the alpaca mist that we have. We are low on lots of colors. Hopefully we can get some more of those in. A couple of the colors were back ordered when I tried to place the last order. But this is like a worsted weight alpaca, so I'm thinking that I won't have to hold the patterns. You can hold it single or double.
Mm-hmm. You held it double.
I held it double with the mohair, but I'm gonna hold it single with this. I think it'll be like fluffy enough. I think it'll be nice. And I didn't really want to make the same one, but I don't really like the teal with the green as much. So I think I'm going to end up going with this one. But maybe I'll do one of those. I think we can do polls in YouTube, can't we?
Yeah.
So maybe I'll put a poll up because I'm not quite ready for a stripe yet. Anyway, I like all my things to be the same.
I'll put a marker on that where I am.
I should put markers on mine too. My nails keep breaking.
Okay, I'll show this one first.
I should finish mine.
I started an embroidery project. This is one of the hook, line, and tinker kits that we have in stock. And after I took the embroider on your knits class, I wanted to practice it a little bit, and I did. I practiced it for one whole session, did all of that, and haven't touched it since. But I will. I really like it. And
That's what she says. I think I did the same thing.
I said
2 years ago.
Okay, so I need some type of accountability that won't work, but let's try it anyway. I said on here that I needed to finish like 3 things before I cast anything on.
Yeah.
And like what I've cast on that sweater, I've cast on this, I still haven't started this, I have another cast on here. So I want to cast things on, but I need things finished. So how does that work? Nothing works on me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, at one point we talked about, for me, like, if I'd had to frog something or something like that.
Yeah.
Remember, it was like I had to frog so many whips or something. I have it. It was a note somewhere. I found it the other day.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you like cast on something, then you have to frog something if you haven't finished. Like.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you said you're in a finishing mood, but you're also in a cast on mood. Like you're.
Yeah. Anyway, I have no way. If you guys have any ideas on how to keep me accountable, good luck.
Yeah, I don't know.
So anyway, okay. So to start, I'm casting on a full moon fibers sock, and then after that, I need to finish 3 things before I start anything new. Okay. I have so many things that are close to being done.
That's true. You do have quite a few things. Like, does a sock count, or do you want like a pair of socks? It needs to be like a pair of socks.
It needs to be a pair of socks, I think, at this point, yeah.
I'm just making notes. I probably will never look at them.
Yeah. Anyway, my next cast on is a sock that I cast on yesterday. We are doing an impromptu sock knit along with Laines du Nord sock. So we have 2 different lines in store right now, and I am using the eclectic sock, which is it gives like a scrappy sock look, like it's like you're using a bunch of different scraps. It's in a color family, like it totally, they're coordinated for sure, but it's like different widths of stripes and like pooling and everything. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So Jillian and I decided we wanted to do this and invited Angie and Pam along for the ride, so we picked out our colors yesterday.
I posted them yesterday. No one's guessed. Only one person's guessed so far whose colors are what.
I actually saw that, and she was 50% right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, she was.
Pretty good.
Okay.
And go ahead.
A little bit of a sidetrack. Have you seen those like games? They're probably mostly on Instagram and stuff like that, where like, so you've got, okay, you know when people test the milks or the drinks and stuff like that, but they're doing it with other things where you're trying to match things with what's underneath.
Yeah.
So they can't see it. I was like, that would be fun to do with like our faces and the yarns or something like that. You're trying like for when people are coming into the store and they're trying to move things around to like guess. Anyway, it's not something you can really do on. It'd have to be an in-person thing for some event. Like that's a fun game to kind of match yarns and stuff like that. I was going to say like, yeah, you're 50% right. Like try again kind of thing. Yeah. But there's only been one person. I may put it into a story, but this will give people.
Well, now once this is up, where they'll know mine and yours.
They'll have a better chance of. Yeah. But this probably won't go up until after the story's up anyway. So
yeah.
So I cast mine on last night as well. Like I did a whole bunch of other things, and I was like, oh shoot, I should do this. I am doing mine toe up. So I'm cast on 2 tiny little beginning toes, 2 up, toe up, 2 at a time, 2 toes up at a time.
Good job.
And I am using the infinity sock. So it is got one part that's more of a fade and then it goes into stripes. And I'm doing one sock like that and one sock like that. If that makes sense. Those are my colors.
So we're similar.
Very similar, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably use.
I don't think mine has
used that palette and then did them in.
Yeah, yours is more blue. Mine's a little bit more purple, but they have
like,
pretty much
have
the same
colors in it. Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't get very far on mine because it was like probably 11 o'clock when I started. But I'm going from the inside and the outside of the ball. Mm-hmm. And I think it'll be fine. You just have to twist the ball, right? Like it's a little messy, but once I get going. I need to find those. Do you remember Sandy had like little alpacas that were like for tying the ends of your yarn on? I found mine the other day. I meant last night to go and look and find it because like I hate when my ends.
Yeah, I had like a super long totally wasn't paying attention to my.
I want them, but they're in my way. And I guess once I get a little bit further, I'll tuck it in. But they're still not ready to like. Anyway, so that's what I started. That was I guess I have 3 cast ons on.
That's all I got.
So today's Socktober.
Yes.
Right? So I guess socks. But we are having a challenge with Stash Lounge in Calgary. Has put out a challenge to a couple yarn stores. So us and Yarns Untangled accepted the challenge to collect sock donations for like our local charities and stuff like that. So each store has some little incentives or big incentives. There's some different prizes and stuff like that. So you can take a look on Instagram to see a picture of the prize and stuff like that. I would like to beat Stash in the number of socks we collect, which I thought we were doing okay, but they just hit 800. And it's okay. We're at like 6. We're almost at 7.
Okay.
Right. So yesterday,
that's impressive.
Yeah. So I have 2 prizes. Like I have 2 prize bundles, right? So if we can beat Stash, then I'll add like a second prize to it. Yep. So take a look at Instagram. I'll give Katrina like the little challenge sort of thing. But you can donate socks by stopping it, like dropping them off at the store. I do have a couple like online, like you can look up Socktober and it will have like a donation kind of thing where you can donate $10 and then we'll donate the socks for you. Or we've had a couple customers buy them on Amazon and just ship them to us as like gifts with their name on it so we can add you into the list or whatever.
The pile is huge.
The pile is huge.
There. Yeah.
I definitely underestimated the size of box we would need. Mm-hmm. And there's like a couple bags on the ground, all stuffed, and the table's full. So
it's nice because
great.
We'll divide it up amongst a couple charities here in town, and it will be good.
And also, there's men's socks, women's socks, kids socks, like colorful socks, black socks. Like it's fun. It's great.
Yeah.
There are a couple handmade socks in there.
Nice.
Somebody had just was at the a garage sale or whatever and happened to see them for cheap or for sale and stuff like that. So she grabbed them because she had seen our post and stuff like that.
Nice.
So they're little kids ones. They're really cute. So
it's awesome.
Yeah.
No, it'd be really cool. It is. It's amazing that we're at this number. It's good.
Yeah.
It was fun. I'm glad.
Yeah. It's slow to start, but it's definitely, it's great. So we have about a week for donations to come in.
Okay.
Right, end of October.
Yeah,
we'll keep accepting them, but
the official challenge will be for the end of October, and if anything shows up after, we'll make sure they get to the right spot to be donated.
All right.
Store needs to open.
Yep, we'll have to do another one with other things.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.